what is my personal Walden pond? It's kind of funny because I was quite disappointed to discover that Walden Pond was much more suburban as people thought, and that Walden had a lot of care packages. I think, I mean, Thoreau did from like his mom or something. I think for me, and maybe the Southern Reach trilogy and Annihilation kind of show this. The St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge is definitely a very special place for me. And just to give you an idea, I've been hiking there since '92. The first time that I hiked there, I got lost because even though it's a pretty straightforward 13-mile trail, part of it, there was a thunderstorm and I got completely turned around. So if you can imagine being in a place that wild out on the salt marshes and lost or feeling like you're lost, just what an amazing feeling that is, even if it's terrifying. So that kind of shaped my experience with St. Mark. But, I was just out there last month. I can tell you right now, except for a few changes, it's pretty much the same as in '92. And the kind of prehistoric permanence of the place and the way the light falls on the water and again on the mud flats and the pine forest and the black swamp. It's really pretty special, and you get this kind of deep silence when you're out there. I tend to try to hike when I know there's not going to be a lot of people out there, but there's this kind of deep silence that's very preternatural, but in a kind of calming, kind of nice way. Do I like to write at St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge? Well, I think it's more that I get a lot of ideas while hiking. In fact, and I've said this before, but I've had to figure out what leaves are best to write on and will not crumble in my pocket because I tend to run out of paper when I'm hiking, because something about being in the moment, being surrounded by so much stimulus or stimuli, really makes me, think about whatever novel I'm working on, and I get a lot of ideas. So typically I'll come back from any hike, if it's anywhere out in the wilderness, and I will have maybe pages and pages of ideas and notes and details, maybe not even related to the hike. Half of the main facts be on leaves. Fresh magnolia leaves are good to write on. Uh, Dry leaves of any kind, not so much. I have lost a few story ideas to crumbled leaves in my pocket. But it's one of those things, where it does kind of stir up the creative juices and gets my subconscious working.